Articles are like tiny words with a big job. They might seem small and insignificant, but they play a crucial role in the English language. Without them, our sentences would be vague and confusing. Articles help us understand whether we're talking about something specific or something more general. They tell us whether a noun, the name of a person, place, or thing, is general or specific. Imagine trying to describe your day without using articles. It would be like trying to paint a picture without any colors. Articles add clarity and precision to our language. Don't worry, it's not as complicated as it sounds. Once you get the hang of it, using articles becomes second nature. It's all about understanding the context and knowing when to use each type of article. We have two types of articles in English: the definite article, and the indefinite articles, a and an. The definite article, the, is used when we are talking about something specific, something that both the speaker and the listener are aware of. For example, the cat is on the mat. In this sentence, the tells us that we are talking about a specific cat and a specific mat. We know exactly which cat and which mat we're talking about. This specificity helps the listener or reader understand the exact context of the conversation or text. On the other hand, a and an are like wide-angle lenses. They give us a broader view, referring to something more general and not specific. These articles are used when we are talking about something for the first time, or something that is not specifically known to the listener or reader. They refer to something general, not something specific. For instance, when we say a cat, we are talking about any cat, not a particular one. It's a way of introducing something new into the conversation. For instance, a cat sat on a mat. In this sentence, a tells us that we are talking about any cat and any mat, not a specific one. It's a general statement that doesn't point to any particular cat or mat. We don't know anything specific about the cat or the mat, just that they exist. This generality is useful when we want to make broad statements or introduce new concepts without getting into specifics. Understanding the difference between definite and indefinite articles is key to unlocking the magic of English grammar. It's like having a map that guides you through the complexities of the language, helping you communicate more effectively and clearly. It's like having the right key to open the door to fluent communication. Mastering the use of articles can significantly improve your English skills, making your speech and writing more precise and engaging. So the next time you use a, an, or the, remember the important role these tiny words play in making your language clear and effective. The indefinite articles a and an are used before singular nouns that are not specific. But how do we know when to use a and when to use an? The answer lies in the sound that follows. We use a before words that start with a consonant sound. For example, a dog, a book, a university. Notice that university starts with a Y sound, which is a consonant sound. We use an before words that start with a vowel sound. For example, an apple, an hour, an umbrella. Be careful. It's the sound that matters, not just the letter. Vowels are the letters A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. Consonants are all the other letters in the alphabet. The English language is known for its quirks, and the use of a and an is no exception. Sometimes the letter H can be silent, which can be a bit tricky. For instance, we say an hour because the H is silent, and the word starts with a vowel sound. However, we say a history book because the H in history is pronounced. There are other pronunciation-based exceptions too. Words like uniform and European might start with a vowel, but they sound like they begin with a consonant Y sound. So we say a uniform and a European country. The definite article the is like a magic wand that brings clarity to our sentences. It has the power to transform vague statements into specific ones, making our communication more precise and effective. Imagine you're in a room full of objects. If you say, "Pass me a book," any book in the room could be handed to you. But if you say, "Pass me the book," it indicates a particular book that both you and the listener recognize. This small word, the, can make a world of difference in how we understand each other. We use the before a noun when we are talking about something specific, something that both the speaker and the listener are familiar with. This familiarity can come from previous conversations, shared experiences, or common knowledge. For instance, if you and a friend are discussing a movie you both watched, you might say the ending was surprising, and your friend will know exactly which ending you're referring to. The use of the creates a shared understanding, a common ground that enhances communication. For example, if you say, "Please pass me the salt," you are referring to a specific salt shaker on the table, not just any salt shaker in the world. This specificity is crucial in everyday interactions. Imagine you're at a dinner party with multiple salt shakers on the table. By saying the salt, you direct attention to the one that everyone at the table knows is meant for use at that moment. It's a simple yet powerful way to ensure clarity and avoid confusion. Similarly, "The Queen is visiting tomorrow" implies a specific queen that you both know about. In this case, "the" is used because there is a shared understanding of which queen is being referred to. It could be the queen of a particular country, or a well-known figure in a specific context. The use of "the" here not only points to a specific individual, but also conveys a sense of importance and recognition. We also use "the" when something is unique, like the sun, the moon, or the internet. These are one-of-a-kind entities that everyone is familiar with. When you say the sun, there's no ambiguity about which sun you're talking about. It's the same sun that rises and sets every day, the one that everyone on Earth experiences. The same goes for the moon and the internet. These unique items don't need further explanation because their singularity is universally recognized. There's only one of each, so we use "the" to make it clear which one we're talking about. This clarity is essential in both everyday conversations and more formal communications. Whether you're writing an essay, giving a presentation, or just chatting with friends, the definite article "the" helps ensure that your message is understood exactly as you intend. It's a small word with a big impact, guiding our listeners and readers to the precise meaning we wish to convey. Section 5. Beyond articles, a world of determiners. Articles are just one type of determiner, a word that comes before a noun to add more information about it. Think of determiners as the noun's best friend, always there to provide context and clarity. Besides articles, we have other types of determiners, such as demonstrative determiners, possessive determiners, and quantifiers. Each type plays a specific role in shaping the meaning of a sentence. Mastering determiners is like adding more tools to your grammar toolbox, allowing you to construct more complex and nuanced sentences. Section 6. Demonstrative determiners. This, that, these, those. Demonstrative determiners are like pointing words, helping us identify specific nouns based on their distance from the speaker. We use this and these for things that are close to us. "This book is interesting" refers to a book that is within reach. "These cookies smell delicious" refers to cookies that are nearby. On the other hand, we use that and those for things that are farther away. "That mountain is huge" refers to a mountain in the distance. "Those birds are flying high" refers to birds that are far up in the sky. Section 7. Possessive determiners. Mine, yours, ours. Possessive determiners show ownership. They tell us who or what something belongs to. Examples include my, your, his, her, its, our, and their. For example, "That's my car" clearly indicates that the car belongs to the speaker. Similarly, "Is this your jacket?" asks if the jacket belongs to the listener. Possessive determiners are essential for avoiding confusion and establishing clear ownership in our communication. Section 8. Quantifiers. Counting and measuring. Quantifiers tell us how much or how many of something there are. They are particularly useful when we don't need to be super specific about the exact amount. Some common quantifiers include some, any, many, much, few, little, all, both, each, every, enough, more and less. For example, "I have some apples" tells us that there is more than one apple, but we don't know the exact number. "She has many friends" indicates that she has a large number of friends. Section 9. Mastering articles and determiners. A recap. Congratulations, you've journeyed through the world of articles and determiners, those small but mighty words that add precision and clarity to our language. It's been quite a journey, hasn't it? From the basics to the more nuanced uses, you've covered a lot of ground. Think back to when you first started and how these words might have seemed insignificant. Now you know just how crucial they are in making your sentences clear and precise. Remember that articles, and the signal whether a noun is general or specific. For instance, a cat could be any cat, but the cat refers to that one specific feline you have in mind. These tiny words help us navigate the vast world of nouns with ease. They are the signposts that guide our understanding. Demonstrative determiners, this, that, these, those, point out specific nouns based on distance. This and these bring things closer to us, while that and those push them further away. They help us paint a clearer picture of what we're talking about, whether it's something right in front of us or far off in the distance. Possessive determiners, my, your, his, etc., indicate ownership. They tell us who owns what, making our sentences more personal and specific. For example, my book tells us that the book belongs to me, while your book indicates it belongs to you. These words help us connect with our audience on a more personal level, and quantifiers, some, many, few, etc., tell us about quantity. They help us express how much or how many of something there is. Whether we're talking about some apples, many ideas, or few options, these words give us the ability to be precise about numbers and amounts. By mastering these grammatical elements, you're well on your way to speaking and writing English with greater confidence and accuracy. These small words might seem trivial, but they are the building blocks of effective communication. With them, you can construct sentences that are not only correct, but also clear and engaging. Keep practicing, and soon using articles and determiners correctly will become second nature. The more you use them, the more intuitive they will become. So keep reading, writing, and speaking. With time and practice, you'll find that these words will slip into your sentences effortlessly, making your communication more precise and effective.